In 2024, I was going through a very rough patch in my life. Personally, things were not going great for me. Professionally, I was not happy in my job. And because of things that were going on in my personal and professional life, my health was going down. So in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how I learned to control my thoughts, change my mindset, and get my life back on track. And no matter how harsh life might seem to you right now, believe me, if I can do it, so can you. So here are some things which have really helped me to be in a better space as compared to what I was in last year. The first and the foremost is that you have to let go of your past. You have to let go of the past if you want to control your mind. A lot of us have gone through traumas in our lives, but you can't let your past traumas control the rest of your life. And the beauty of life is that you get a fresh start every day. So I started focusing on the present and started visualizing a better future for myself. And I started visualizing the life that I wanted to lead. So start focusing on your present and start visualizing a better future for yourself, and everything will fall in place. The second thing which I realized, which I had somehow lost in this entire journey, was that you have to be comfortable in your own skin. A lot of people are afraid of being lonely. Now, there's a clear difference between being lonely and being alone. You can be in a room full of people and still feel lonely. You can be in a relationship and still feel lonely. So I learned how to stay happy even if I'm alone. If I felt like going for a solo vacation, I did. If I felt like going to the movies by myself, I did that. If I wanted to go eat out by myself, I did that. I didn't need anybody's validation to be happy. Being alone is actually a good thing because it helps you to cut out the noise, and you can only hear your own voice if you're free from distractions and you're spending time with yourself. The third thing which I realized is that you cannot control a lot of aspects of your life. So it's better to focus on the things that are in your own control. I realized that I can only control my own actions and my thoughts. You will always come across people who will try to pull you down through their actions, through their words. I personally started focusing on the things which are in my own control. My thoughts, my actions, my hard work, my persistence. So instead of thinking about what will happen or what others are thinking or doing, I started focusing on the things which were important to me and the things which I could do and which were in my control. For example, if I wanted to be fit, what is in my control is to get up in the morning and go for a run, eat healthy, have positive thoughts, and work in the direction of the life that I want to create for myself. So I started focusing my energies towards that. Another thing that I realized is that you have to stop resisting change. As the saying goes, the only thing constant in this world is change. So I became more adaptable and open to change. And if you've seen any of my previous videos, I actually quit a high-paying corporate job and moved from a big city to the hills. And I started working for meaning and not just money. On that note, do hit that subscribe button and like this video. That will encourage me to make more such videos for you in the future. So if you're in your comfort zone and you're resistant to change, do experiment with life and you'll be surprised what life has in store for you. Being open to change has helped me a lot, and I'm sure it'll help you also a lot. The fifth thing that I did was that I stopped feeling sorry for myself. You have to accept it. No one's coming to save you. Your family and friends might sympathize with you and support you, but at the end of the day, you have to go out and face that world every day by yourself. Life will always throw challenges at us. Now it is up to us how we respond to those challenges. So I made up my mind to stop feeling sorry about myself for the things that happened to me last year and start focusing on how to fix those things. And this solution-oriented approach, it actually helped me to get out of one of the worst phases of my life. The next thing which I realized was that if you want to grow personally, professionally, you have to take calculated risks in life. I know a lot of people who are in their comfort zone, who hate their corporate jobs and have been wanting to try something of their own. And they've even mastered certain corpus which will help them to take that leap into entrepreneurship or their own venture. But they're still not willing to take that calculated risk. Life is short, and you never realize that by the time you actually decide to take that risk, maybe the opportunity has passed by you. I took a risk by quitting my corporate job and moving to the hills and having a side hustle along with a little bit of saving that I had mustered over the years. And when I was quitting, a lot of people told me that you're making a mistake. It's been close to a year since I quit my job, and I'm healthier, happier, and I do what I love for a living, even if it doesn't pay as much. So don't be afraid to take calculated risks in life. The next thing which helped me a lot is that I stopped trying to please everyone. If you truly want to control your thoughts and be happy, you have to stop trying to please everyone in your life. The people who actually matter in your life will accept you for the person who you are. If you have to be someone else to please someone, then maybe that person doesn't deserve a place in your life. Love and respect is always mutual. So I started listening to my heart and I stopped trying to please everyone in my life. The next point that I want to talk to you about, which was a mistake that I was making at one point in my life, was that I was comparing my life and my success with other people. And then I realized that some of the success that was ingrained to me by the society in terms of having a bigger house, having a bigger car, having more money, going for exotic travel vacations, those definitions of success is something that the society had ingrained in me. But that was not actually my definition of success. So I decided to run my own race. So I realized that all these things which were a definition of success by the society, they were not the things that would actually make me happy. And a lot of successful people, once they've achieved all those things, have realized that that is not what they were looking for in the first place. And they have actually felt empty inside. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you don't work towards, a better quality of life and towards the things that you aspire for. But at the same time, don't compare your life with anybody else. You have to run your own race. You have to decide your own definition of success. When I redefine success for myself, I realized that spending time in nature, spending time with the people who matter in my life, doing what I love, traveling, all these things were actually my true definition of success. And these are some of the things that I'm able to do now in my life. And I feel I'm much more successful today as compared to what I was last year, even though I'm earning much less as compared to what I was earning last year in my corporate job. So don't be jealous of anybody's success and don't compare somebody's journey to your own. Carve your own path and run your own race. I realized that my competition should just be myself. So I have to strive towards creating a better version of myself. And my only competition is myself and nobody else. And that realization has actually helped me to be in a much better space as compared to what I was last year. The last but a very important point that I want to talk to you about is that you should not expect immediate results. Last year, when I was going through a very tough phase in my life personally, I decided to start this YouTube channel. And for the first 8 months, I was just posting videos and I was not getting any success. And then finally, one video clicked and I got so much of love from all of you. And I'm really grateful to all of you for all that love. The point that I'm trying to make out here is that I realize that I have to be persistent. I have to keep showing up. I have to keep doing my bit to create the life that I want to create for myself. So if you're watching this and if you're working hard and you're not getting the desired results, please be patient and keep working hard. And you don't know what life has in store for you. Success might just be around the corner, so don't give up as yet. If you could relate to all the things that I said, then please subscribe and hit like. And always remember, no matter how tough life seems right now, nothing in this life is permanent. Good times are just around the corner. So take care of yourself.